Would you believe it if I told you that I have good news to tell you today? I have 3 pieces of good news, guys. The bear market must be ending pretty soon. So first of all, BlockFi is enabling withdrawals for some, not all users. Okay, so it's not perfectly good news for this one, but for those who had their funds on the BlockFi wallet purely, not earning interest, not an interest-bearing account, those people will be able to withdraw their coins from BlockFi. If you had coins deposited on BlockFi and those coins were earning you an interest, you're not going to be able to withdraw your coins yet, sorry to say. It's a very similar situation to what recently happened with Celsius as well. Speaking of the other centralized lending platform that went down this summer, Voyager, they are getting bought out, or no, their assets are getting bought out by BINANCE.US, and it might not be pennies on the dollar. I think Binance US is trying to buy the crypto assets of Voyager to the tune of like $1.2 billion. So they're trying to make those depositors as whole as possible. So good news, guys. Lastly, for those of you who think crypto is dead, Visa is trying to work with Ethereum for payments and transactions without having to have signing transactions, basically. So there is still attention and infrastructure being built around cryptocurrencies, and usually the most is being built during bear markets. This bear market, we saw the tearing down of so many centralized lending platforms, centralized exchanges, centralized custodial platforms. And in the meantime, what has the decentralized side of cryptocurrency been doing? They've been building. They are building their systems out, becoming more robust. Their developers are getting yet another year, 2 years of experience under their belt where they're not being incentivized by a heavy paycheck during a bull market. These guys who are building now during bear markets, during times when crypto is being called dead, these guys are in it for the long run. So crypto isn't dead, guys. In case you might have thought that, I never thought that. This is Crypto Tips. We're here for the long game. You guys ready for the bad news? Just kidding. So the Senate Banking Committee wants the SEC to declare cryptocurrencies banned in the US because national security. It's a threat. It's a threat to national security. You can't hold crypto in your wallet on your own because are you a threat to national security? I don't know how they justify this. Fear mongering. A lot of people calling, what I'm saying on this channel is fear mongering. This is fear mongering. They're calling cryptocurrency a threat to national security. That is ridiculous. If independence, freedom, autonomy is a threat to national security, you need to reword that. It is a threat to the centralized government that's trying to control your life. Period. And in more bad news a little bit. Sam Bankman-Fried, after 4 days, we talked about this in our live stream actually. After 4 days, he's been begging to get extradited to the US because turns out jail in the Bahamas is a nasty place to be. You're not in your billion-dollar mansion. You're not on the tourist side of the Bahamas. You're with the locals, with the crime unit, and no video games, no Twitter spaces for Sam to spread his BS to. He wants to go back to the US, and probably for good reason for Sam, because he was denied bail in the Bahamas, but rumor has it he's gonna be extradited to the US. If he's not there already within today or tomorrow, he's gonna be granted bail, and he's gonna have a nice little ankle monitor and be on basically house arrest. So Sam Bankman-Fried is going to be living it up in the US, getting his bagels or whatever he likes to eat, playing his video games, getting more soy intake. He's probably not going to be eating bugs. But anyway, we got him in jail for 4 days. Is that a victory? I don't think so. Well, we're going to have to see how this court case runs out, but we are interested to see what kind of judgment gets passed on him and what kind of precedent that sets for everyone to come building cryptocurrencies in the US. This is a very big case. Speaking of FTX, now we know basically, no, we don't know where all the funds went, but we knew where some of the funds went: to Democratic Party, to the Republican Party, to Shaq, to Kevin O'Leary, to an NFL Super Bowl ad with Larry David. Come on, Larry David, what's going on? Anyway, now we're talking about all the clawbacks. You know, there's like $8 billion that FTX is trying to give back to their users, to their investors. Where's that money going to come from? They're going to be getting it back. Maybe they're going to be asking for clawbacks from people who made withdrawals from FTX before the collapse. So for those of you who thought you got off scot-free, maybe they're going to claw it back from you. Hopefully not. Hopefully they're going to target Kevin O'Leary and his $15 million, Shaq, and however much he got paid to be a spokesperson, how much ever they paid for that NFL Super Bowl ad, and the Democratic Party. Apparently the Democratic Party is going to be giving back a portion of the donations that they received from FTX. Ultimately, they don't say what portion that is, if it's 1%, 10%, 0.0000001%. Is it a Satoshi? Will they give one Satoshi back to the FTX users? We don't know. We probably will never know that real number. There's even more news coming out about other centralized exchanges that have gone down in the past, very mysteriously, and now the funds are moving. If you want to know what we're going to talk about, hit like, hit subscribe. That video is coming out just for you tomorrow. We're putting out videos every single day, keeping you updated on everything to do with cryptocurrencies. My name is Heidi, and this is Crypto Tips. See ya.